Kexiel sat on the sidelines of the synthetic grass field, his forelegs folded awkwardly beneath him. The lower right limb, the one damaged during the crash that had stranded his colony on Earth, hung uselessly, the neural pathways severed beyond what their limited medical technology could repair. He watched the intramural soccer tournament with eyes that gleamed amber with controlled anguish. The other alien students played with the kind of casual grace that came from having functional bodies. The Valkyrie moved like liquid silver across the field. The Shref bounded with practiced coordination. Even the other Kexilians, his own species, sprinted without hesitation, their forelegs synchronizing in perfect rhythm. Kexiel could have played before. He had been fast. He had been essential to his colony's survival games, the physical competitions that prepared them for life on hostile worlds. Now, he was a liability, a burden, something to be accommodated, pitted, excluded. "You can't play," Coach Morrison had said flatly during tryouts, gesturing at his damaged leg. "Liability issue. You can attend, though. Moral support." So Kexiel attended. He sat on the bench and watched his peers excel at everything he could no longer do. The tournament was in its third week when Marcus Webb, a human junior with unremarkable athletic ability, approached the bench. Marcus wasn't particularly fast or strong. He'd made the team through sheer determination and strategic thinking rather than physical prowess. He sat down beside Kexiel without preamble. "You understand the game better than anyone here," Marcus said. Kexiel's antennae twitched, a gesture of confusion. "I cannot play." "Yeah, but you can think," Marcus replied. "Better than anyone on the field, actually. I've watched you. Every time our team messes up a formation, you make this specific gesture with your antennae. Every time we miss an opportunity, you shift your weight like you already know the better play. You see the game at a level most of us can't. Observation is not participation," Kexiel said quietly, the human words carefully measured. His species had pride. Acknowledging limitation came hard. "Watch this," Marcus said. During the next practice, Marcus did something unprecedented. He called a team meeting and nominated Kexiel as tactical advisor. Not a ceremonial position, but an actual role with authority. The other players, mostly humans with a few aliens who'd grown comfortable with the integration, exchanged uncertain glances. "He can't run," someone pointed out. "He doesn't need to run," Marcus said firmly. "He needs to see, and he sees things we miss. The experiment should have failed. It would have, in most circumstances." But Marcus gave Kexiel a communication device and positioned him on a raised platform where he could observe the entire field. And when Kexiel began calling adjustments, subtle shifts in positioning, timing changes, formation modifications, something remarkable happened. The team improved dramatically. Kexiel's strategic insights were born from a mind that had evolved to manage complex colony systems, to optimize resource allocation under impossible constraints. His brain didn't process the game as individual plays, but as interconnected systems. He saw where bodies would be before they moved there. He understood pressure and response in ways that transcended physical limitation. 3 weeks into the tournament, Marcus did something more radical still. He officially named Kexiel team captain. The decision caused immediate uproar. Other schools protested. Parents complained. How could a crippled alien, someone who couldn't even participate physically, lead a team? It was absurd. It was a mockery of the sport. But the team kept winning. In the championship match, with the score tied in the final minutes, Kexiel called a play that seemed impossibly complex, a 7-person synchronized movement that required every athlete to trust both the strategy and each other. Marcus, moving on pure faith in his captain's vision, executed it perfectly. The ball found the net with seconds remaining. As the team erupted in celebration, Marcus ran to the sidelines and lifted Kexiel from his seat, carrying him to the center of the field where his teammates waited. They raised him above their shoulders, cheering, their voices a cacophony of triumph and acceptance. Kexiel's amber eyes overflowed with something that transcended species, the profound relief of being seen, truly seen, not for what his body could do, but for what his mind could achieve. not as a limitation to be accommodated, but as a different kind of strength. Later, as the celebration faded and Kexiel sat watching his teammates pack equipment, Marcus sat beside him again. "You know what I realized?" Marcus said. "My species spent centuries thinking strength meant physical dominance. We were wrong. Strength is knowing how to see what matters and having the courage to bet everything on it." Kexiel's antennae curved in what humans had learned to recognize as a smile. "Your species," he said, "may be wiser than you believe." And somewhere in the cooling twilight, two young people of different worlds understood that the most revolutionary act wasn't overcoming disability. It was recognizing that genius wore many forms, and that true leadership had nothing to do with the shape of your body and everything to do with the reach of your mind.